Welcome to today's deep dive, where we'll explore the fascinating life and career of Elon Musk. Known worldwide as a tech giant and innovator, we're going to dig a little deeper today, beyond the headlines. We'll uncover the influences and experiences that have shaped him into the person he is today. Let's start with his roots. Picture this: 1970s Pretoria, South Africa. A young Elon, just 5 years old, growing up in a sheltered white suburb with sprawling gardens and limited television. He seemed detached from the political turmoil that was sweeping the country, especially the violence and unrest over apartheid. But just a short distance away, the Sotho uprising was unfolding, exposing the harsh racial divides of the time. Even at that young age, Musk had an awareness that he was different, not just because of the racial divisions, but also due to his growing intellectual curiosity. He devoured science fiction and fantasy books, which likely contributed to the ambitious, future-focused thinking that would define his career. Then came a pivotal moment: the first encounter with a computer. It was the Commodore VIC-20, an old-school classic. It was a defining experience. Elon taught himself to program, almost as though he was becoming one with the machine. Right then and there, the seeds of his technological obsession were planted. It's amazing how one small moment can shape the future of an entire industry. Now, let's talk about family, because their influence on Elon was undeniable. His maternal grandparents, Joshua and Y. Hallman, were true adventurers. Joshua, a chiropractor, was a pioneer in his field. Back in the day, chiropractic care wasn't widely accepted, and he even faced imprisonment for practicing it. His wife, Y, also became a chiropractor, one of the first women in the world to do so. Even though Y was denied formal education as a girl, she had an incredible thirst for knowledge, and the two of them defied conventions and pushed boundaries. Their intellectual curiosity and courage set the foundation for Elon's own ventures. Their adventurous spirit didn't stop there. Joshua spent years searching for the lost city of the Kalahari, launching multiple expeditions over a decade. His determination and belief in his own theories were so strong that they even inspired the author of Cry, the Beloved Country, to join one of his searches. This unshakable belief in one's vision, even in the face of skepticism, seems to run deep in the Musk family. In 1954, Joshua and Y even took a daring trip around the world in a single-engine plane. Talk about fearless. This adventurous spirit was passed down to Elon, who inherited not just a thirst for knowledge, but also a boldness to challenge the norms of the world. But it wasn't all smooth sailing for Elon. His parents, May and Errol Musk, had a tumultuous relationship. May described their marriage as 9 years of hell. She accused Errol of being verbally abusive and controlling, painting a picture of a deeply challenging dynamic. May even claimed that Errol had strategically proposed when she was at her most vulnerable. It was a complex and difficult situation that undoubtedly had a significant impact on Elon's life and outlook. As we continue to uncover the layers of Elon Musk's journey, it becomes clear that his story is not just about groundbreaking technology or revolutionary ideas. It's also about the people and experiences that shaped him into the person he is today. Friends describe Elon Musk as intelligent, but they also acknowledge his flaws. A classic case of high IQ and low EQ. This brings us to the controversial story of Errol's Emerald Mine, a topic often shrouded in mystery. The existence of the mine and its contribution to Elon's early success remains unclear. Despite this complicated family environment, Elon's brilliance was evident from an early age. He excelled in math and science, with a competitive spirit that especially stood out when he was around his friend, Danny Warwick. There's an interesting anecdote about Elon taking a computer aptitude test at the University of Pretoria. He was younger than all the other students, yet he scored an A+, which speaks volumes about his natural talent and drive. Even at that age, he was operating on a completely different level. Growing up in apartheid-era South Africa, however, added another layer of complexity to his life. In the 1980s, compulsory military service for white males was a reality, and the government was intensifying its strategy against perceived threats. For someone like Elon, who was deeply opposed to the apartheid regime, this created a significant moral dilemma. He decided to avoid conscription, a risky move that could have had severe consequences. This choice really highlights Elon's strong moral compass and his willingness to take a stand, even at a young age. To buy himself some time before leaving for Canada, he enrolled at the University of Pretoria, a strategic move. His impressive score on the computer aptitude test helped pave the way for what was to come. Leaving South Africa marked a pivotal point in Elon's life. Canada represented freedom and opportunity, and it's in Canada that we see his resourcefulness truly come to life. He wasn't afraid to roll up his sleeves and take on various jobs. From working on a farm as a lumberjack to cleaning out a lumber mill boiler room, these might seem like far cries from launching rockets or revolutionizing electric cars, but they played a crucial role in shaping his work ethic and problem-solving skills. These diverse experiences were a real-world boot camp that would prepare him for the entrepreneurial challenges ahead. He learned how to adapt, persevere, and get things done, no matter how tough the situation. Then, as if guided by destiny, Elon made his way to Silicon Valley in the mid-1990s, right at the dawn of the internet revolution. What a time to be in the heart of it all. Silicon Valley was the perfect breeding ground for his ambitious ideas, and Elon wasted no time. He founded Zip2, his first internet company, with the goal of connecting local businesses with online customers. Just think about how revolutionary that was back then. Elon saw the internet's potential to completely transform how businesses operated, and he was determined to be at the forefront of it. He quickly secured funding and partnered with venture capitalists, making waves in the industry. But like many founders, he faced growing pains, particularly when it came to his relationship with the new CEO. This experience highlighted one of the biggest challenges of entrepreneurship: losing control over your own company. It was a valuable lesson, underscoring the importance of maintaining ownership and guiding your own vision. Eventually, Zip2 was sold, and that marked another key chapter in Elon's journey. At the age of 27, Elon Musk sold Zip2 to Compaq for $300 million, a monumental achievement that not only validated his abilities but also gave him the financial freedom to pursue even bigger dreams. More importantly, it cemented his determination to do things his way from that point forward. He had tasted success, but he was hungry for more. And one thing was clear: no one was going to dictate his path. This was a key turning point in his journey. But this is where we pause for now. In the next part of our deep dive, we'll explore Elon's ventures with PayPal, his bold move into the world of electric cars with Tesla, and his even bolder dream of making humanity a multiplanetary species with SpaceX. You might want to grab a notepad and settle in. Things are about to get really interesting. With millions in his pocket after the Zip2 sale, Elon could have easily retired and enjoyed his wealth. But retirement was never on the cards for him. It's not how he operates. Driven by the belief that technology can solve humanity's biggest problems, Elon's next move was focused on something less glamorous than space travel: online financial services. He co-founded X.com, which eventually became PayPal as we know it today. At the time, it was hard to imagine, but sending and receiving money online was not common practice. Yet, Elon saw the potential and brought his disruptive thinking to even something as seemingly mundane as online payments. He revolutionized how people manage their money, making transactions faster, more secure, and accessible to anyone with an internet connection. The impact on consumers was huge. Fees went down, and online transactions became much easier. However, as we saw with Zip 2, internal clashes and power struggles became a recurring theme. This time, he was up against Peter Thiel, another Silicon Valley heavyweight, for control of the company. It was a clash of titans, two brilliant minds with very different ideas. The merger of X.com and Confinity, the company behind PayPal, was born out of necessity. Both companies were vying for market share on eBay, spending huge amounts of money to outdo each other and burning through cash in the process. The merger created a dominant player in the online payment space, which ultimately paved the way for the PayPal we use today. It's interesting to note that the name PayPal wasn't the initial choice. X.com was deemed too vague and potentially off-putting to consumers, so they opted for something friendlier and more approachable. It's a good reminder that even the most successful companies evolve, adapt, and refine themselves to meet market demands. Now, let's talk about electric cars, another area where Elon's vision has had a profound impact. In the early 2000s, electric vehicles were far from mainstream. They were considered a niche market at best. Back then, the idea of a commercially viable, high-performance electric car seemed almost outlandish. But Elon Musk saw it as an inevitability. He knew we had to transition away from fossil fuels, and he was drawn to the technological challenge. He believed electric cars could not only be environmentally friendly but could outperform gas-powered cars in every way. However, Elon didn't actually start Tesla, did he? No, Tesla was founded by Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning. Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning, two engineers who shared Elon Musk's passion for electric vehicles, developed a prototype electric sports car called the T0. That's the one that caught Musk's attention. Seeing its potential, Musk jumped in headfirst, investing millions and becoming chairman of the board. But as always with Elon, his vision was much bigger. It wasn't just about building a better car. He wanted to create an entirely new energy ecosystem that would revolutionize transportation and help wean the world off fossil fuels. Ambitious? Absolutely. A key part of that vision was the battery. Tesla focused on developing a robust and scalable battery system, and Musk poured substantial resources into perfecting it. He understood that the battery was the heart of the electric car, and cracking that technological challenge was crucial to the success of electric vehicles. But then, Musk did something even bolder to accelerate the transition to electric vehicles. He opened up Tesla's patents, allowing other car manufacturers to use their technology. It was a counterintuitive move for a business, sharing your secrets with potential competitors. But Musk saw it as a way to encourage wider adoption of electric vehicles for the greater good. It was a bold gamble, and it definitely shook up the industry. Of course, Tesla's journey hasn't been without its bumps. The company faced production delays, safety concerns, and even public controversies. Remember the drama with the British cave diver who criticized Musk's involvement in the Thai cave rescue? It's a reminder that even visionary leaders like Musk are fallible, and the path to progress is rarely straightforward. Despite those challenges, there's no denying that Tesla played a pivotal role in bringing electric cars into the mainstream. Tesla vehicles are known for their performance, design, and cutting-edge technology. They've captured the imagination of consumers worldwide, turning electric cars from a curiosity into a desirable status symbol. Now, buckle up, because we're about to launch into perhaps the most audacious of Musk's ventures, SpaceX. It's mind-blowing to think that a private company could take on the challenge of space exploration, previously the exclusive domain of governments and national space agencies. It sounds like science fiction, but that's what makes Elon Musk so compelling. He doesn't shy away from seemingly impossible challenges. In 2001, Musk was literally trying to buy intercontinental ballistic missiles from the Russians. I can't even imagine those negotiations. His goal was to use these missiles to kickstart his own space program, with the ultimate aim of making humanity a multiplanetary species. He was convinced that space exploration had stagnated, and it was time for a radically new approach to drastically reduce the cost of space travel and open up new frontiers for scientific discovery and human expansion. To achieve this, Musk assembled a team of brilliant engineers and started building rockets from scratch. The early days of SpaceX were marked by a lot of trial and error, setbacks, and even explosions. But Musk's unwavering belief kept the company going. Their first rocket, the Falcon 1, failed 3 times before finally succeeding. In 2008, after multiple setbacks, SpaceX achieved a groundbreaking moment, finally reaching orbit with their Falcon 1 rocket. It was a nail-biting moment for the company, but that success proved that Musk's approach could work. It marked a turning point, cementing SpaceX's reputation as a serious player in the space industry. From there, they developed even more powerful rockets, like the Falcon 9 and the Starship, which was designed for deep space missions, including a trip to Mars. SpaceX achieved what was once thought impossible, landing rockets back on Earth after a launch. Rocket reusability was a game-changer in terms of reducing the cost of space travel, and it's a testament to Musk's relentless focus on innovation. SpaceX also partnered with NASA, transporting cargo and astronauts to the International Space Station, playing a key role in the current era of space exploration. It's incredible to think that a private company, once considered an outsider, has now become such a vital part of the modern space race, working alongside government agencies. Yet, SpaceX hasn't lost sight of its ambitious goals, especially sending humans to Mars. It's captured the public's imagination and reignited the dream of space exploration for a new generation. Musk and SpaceX are truly pushing the boundaries of what's possible. While SpaceX is reaching for the stars, Musk is also addressing very down-to-earth challenges. One of those is traffic congestion. Enter the Boring Company, Musk's venture aimed at revolutionizing urban transport by digging tunnels. It may seem like a quirky side project compared to sending people to Mars, but Musk sees it as a crucial piece of the puzzle. He believes tunnels can be the key to solving traffic gridlock. It's not just about digging holes. It's about reimagining how we move around in our cities. Musk envisions a network of underground tunnels that transport vehicles at high speeds, bypassing surface-level traffic. In typical Musk fashion, he began testing his ideas by digging a hole in the SpaceX parking lot. That's action over endless planning. He's known for his bias toward action. While the Boring Company has faced its share of skepticism and hurdles, they've made genuine progress, building test tunnels and securing contracts for real-world projects. Although it remains to be seen whether Musk can truly revolutionize transportation, he is undeniably shaking things up. He's pushing the boundaries as always. Speaking of pushing boundaries, we can't forget about Neuralink, his brain-computer interface company. This one might be the most futuristic of all his ventures. Neuralink is developing implantable devices that can connect the human brain directly to computers. It sounds like science fiction, but it's a real endeavor. The implications are profound. What happens to human identity when our minds merge with machines? These are questions that we'll need to grapple with as the technology advances. Musk has been vocal about his concerns regarding the potential dangers of artificial intelligence, and Neuralink is, in a way, his answer to that challenge. He believes that by merging our brains with AI, we can stay ahead of the curve and ensure that technology remains under human control. It's a bold vision, one that sparks both excitement and apprehension. But that's classic Elon Musk, always daring to dream big, no matter the consequences. Elon Musk tackles big, complex problems with ambitious solutions that challenge conventional thinking, and he's doing it all while skillfully using social media to amplify his message. His tweets have become legendary, capable of moving markets and sparking global conversations. It's a testament to his ability to connect with people and leverage modern communication tools. However, like any influential figure, Musk has his critics. Concerns have been raised about the safety of Tesla's autopilot technology, the environmental impact of his ventures, and the potential exploitation of workers in his relentless pursuit of progress. These criticisms highlight the ethical implications of innovation, especially when it's happening on such a massive scale. It serves as a reminder that progress often comes with a price, and we need to be mindful of potential downsides and unintended consequences. So, where does this leave us with Elon Musk? He's a complex, contradictory figure, a visionary leader who inspires both admiration and skepticism. A technological titan who has undeniably left his mark on the 21st century, but also a human being with flaws and vulnerabilities, just like all of us. His story reminds us that progress is rarely linear or without its challenges. Even the most brilliant minds can stumble, but one thing is certain: Elon Musk is a force to be reckoned with. His audacious pursuits will continue to captivate and challenge us for years to come. From his childhood in South Africa to conquering Silicon Valley, revolutionizing the auto industry, and reaching for the stars, the man seems unstoppable. What stands out is his consistency. He finds a problem that most people haven't even thought of, and then boom, decides to solve it. But not just with a small fix, a complete reinvention. He doesn't want to make a slightly better gas car. He wants to make gas cars obsolete. It's that thinking that sets him apart, a blend of grand vision and deep understanding of engineering. Musk is comfortable with the big picture, but also with the tiny details, a rare combination. He also seems to attract incredibly talented people, almost like a cult-like following. These individuals are drawn to his energy and ambition, eager to be part of what he's building. But we can't ignore the other side of the coin. Critics point to overpromising and under-delivering, cutting corners, and being ruthless in pursuit of his goals. Concerns about the impact on workers and the environment raise important ethical questions. How much disruption is acceptable in the name of innovation? When does ambition become reckless? This is a debate Musk himself seems to be engaging with. He acknowledges the criticisms but argues that humanity needs to move faster and take bigger risks, especially with issues like climate change and the dangers of AI. It's like a modern Prometheus, stealing fire from the gods, even if it means getting burned. But are we willing to follow him into that fire and accept the downsides and unintended consequences? That's what makes Musk so polarizing. There's no middle ground. You're either all in, or you see him as a showman. His story reflects the challenges we face in this technological age, as we navigate the balance between progress and the potential costs. The landscape is shifting. Do we embrace disruption and the risks it brings, or cling to the familiar and fall behind? It's a reminder that the future isn't set in stone. It's being shaped right now by people like Elon Musk, for better or for worse. Musk's journey calls us all to action, to be informed, engage in these conversations, question assumptions, and decide what kind of future we want. We all have a role to play in shaping this future. Understanding figures like Musk helps us navigate this complex world, because, as he's shown, one person can make a significant difference. Whether you admire him or question him, his impact is undeniable. And with that, we come to the end of this deep dive. We hope you found it enlightening. Keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep pushing the boundaries of your own understanding. That's what it's all about.